fuck?
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I gotta.
Oh, fuck a smack you, fucking mouth.
Yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Running in, slim skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm taking pieces. I gotta even when I'm down. You know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm taking pieces. I gotta even when I'm down. You know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Now they'll change things up. On first and 10, Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
You look at this Browns defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. 3rd and 5. Watson changing the play. Now Watson. From the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Watson on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here, 1st and 10. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Now he's free at the 35. Jonathan Taylor. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 8. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
Touchdown!
Jonathan Taylor.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 102 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
2nd and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Here's Jackson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll roll him out right. Book. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the speedster, good one. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Still going inside the 20. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson escaping the pressure right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make it 24-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Jackson on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No, we changed it.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gas, and you're exact.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he gets it down to the 32. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to
and now off to the races down the right side.
Nick Chubb.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Browns 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
13. You are X.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they're going to speed things up here. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Merrick.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and a couple.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd and less than a yard.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.